Join me as I take on the challenge of exploring how to cope with the loss of a loved one and see if I can find a way to heal from it. Losing someone we love is one of the most painful experiences we can go through in life. It's a universal experience that touches everyone at some point, and yet, despite its prevalence, we often struggle to talk about it openly. The reality is, grief is a complex and messy process that can affect every aspect of our lives, from our relationships to our daily routines. The emotional turmoil that follows a loss can be overwhelming. Sadness, anger, guilt, and confusion are just a few of the emotions that can swirl together in a toxic mix, making it hard to know how to feel or what to do. Many of us try to push through the pain, but it can be like trying to hold our breath underwater. Eventually, we have to come up for air, and that's when the real grieving begins. You might feel like you're walking through a fog, unable to see more than a few feet in front of you, with no clear direction or sense of purpose. You might find yourself withdrawing from social activities, feeling like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of sorrow, and wondering if you'll ever find a way out. The isolation that can come with loss can be crippling, making you feel like you're the only one who's ever experienced such pain. But the truth is, you're not alone, and there are others who have walked this path before you. The darkness of grief can be all-consuming, but it's in these moments that we need to remind ourselves that we're strong enough to face it head-on. Talking to a therapist or trusted friend or family member can be a great way to start processing your emotions and finding a way to cope. They can offer a safe and non-judgmental space to express yourself, helping you to identify patterns and emotions that you might not have noticed before. Memorial activities, like lighting a candle or visiting a special place that reminds you of your loved one, can also help you honor their memory and find some sense of closure. Joining a support group can be another powerful way to connect with others who are going through a similar experience. Sharing your story and hearing theirs can be a potent reminder that you're not alone, and that others have experienced the same pain and come out the other side. One of the most powerful coping mechanisms I've come across is the concept of memoir writing. This involves writing down stories and memories of your loved one, as a way to keep their memory alive and process your emotions. It can be a therapeutic way to reflect on the good times and the bad, and to find a sense of closure and acceptance. I want to share a personal story with you that has had a profound impact on my own journey of grief. I lost my grandmother when I was just a teenager, and it was one of the most painful experiences of my life. For years, I struggled to come to terms with her passing, feeling like a part of me was missing. It wasn't until I started writing about my memories of her that I began to find some sense of peace. It took time, patience, and dedication, but slowly, I started to heal. I started to see that my grandmother's legacy lived on through me, and that her memory wasn't something to be feared or avoided, but celebrated and honored. The pain of loss may never fully go away, but I want you to know that there is hope again. You can find a way to cope, to heal, and to live again. It won't be easy, and it won't be quick, but I promise you, it's worth it. Thanks for watching, and if you've experienced a loss, I want to hear from you. Share your story in the comments below, and don't forget to check the link below for books on grief, mental health, and coping strategies.